welcome back to Tunes Brothers, everyone, and Strange Ways.
Yeah, I forgot
Well,
the Strange Ways intro. That was my bad.
don't worry about it, man. I just thought I'd bring it up anyway. We're back tonight doing a album, which y'all can clearly see in the background, of a band that I didn't really know much about, of course, before this album. I mean, this is our first album, but I seen them on MTV, and um, clearly, Fastway is the band's name, but I really liked them and I dug them when I seen them. I can't remember exactly what video it was. Uh, it was one or two songs on this album, their debut album, Fastway's debut album. Um, a band that I don't really think, especially even back in the day, that really got the respect and um, the credit, man, they deserve, dude, because um, this band came out at a time where this was my time. I loved the early 80s and to me, yeah, there you go. Their first three. This I still got this. I ain't got the CD. I still got the old cassette, man. I've had this thing for so long, man. I don't know. It was one I was able to hold on to, but they really sounded good. No, they wasn't your pretty boy, flashed up, glammed up band at all. They were more of a AC/DC type, just hard edge rock band, man, metal band, whatever. But they brought it. I mean, their first two albums and that Trick or Treat soundtrack is what I know of them. I've heard they done things afterwards, but I really don't know much about that. I heard the band split here and there on down the line, things going on. Somebody passed away, blah, 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 whatever. But to me, the debut album, as much as I love the Trick or Treat album, and I do like the All Fired Up, their second album is really good too. I think this debut album is the best thing that they've put out from front to back. Um, that's just my opinion. And I just never understood why, as good as they were, and they fit right into that. Like you said, I heard you, I watched your After Dark. Like your Quiet Riot slash
Slade.
ACDC, you know,
Slade.
yeah, Slade, Motley Crue ish, Wasp. They fit right in with those bands, man, as far as sound and
Same time, right? Because this album came out the same year Metal Health did.
yeah, 83, man, is one of the best years, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
had some great shit. Pyromania, lick it up. I could go on and on with the damn, Bark at the Moon. I could go on and on with the albums. But anyway, to me, a very solid. It's just going to be. It's not going to be that entertaining, guys. If you're looking for a lot of negativity on this album, on my side, because I like everything on here. And this is one of those albums that I had to literally just put in spots, man. You just had to put it somewhere. Yeah, there's some things that I do like a little better than others. That's why they're, at the top of my list. But I can't say there's one song on this album that I would skip. I like the whole album. And as we go along through our list, I will let you know what I have on a playlist for this album. So,
Okay, real quick, some comments to catch up for. We got Motley22 saying, "Holy shit, Scotty's got sleeves."
hey, he noticed.
Christopher says the black and white checkered logo, which he likes, very cheap trickish. That is correct. Eric says he's never heard of this band. That doesn't surprise me, man. They did not get a lot of love at all, other than the Cheap Trick, or Cheap Trick. Now you got me in that, the Trick or Treat soundtrack. But even with the push of that great soundtrack, the name Fastway really wasn't pushed. It was just Sammy Kerr, the Trick or Treat movie, you know.
Yeah.
Tommy King's in the house saying the dynamic duel. Yeah, that's me and Scotty. We got Christopher saying the movie Trick or Treat was cheesy but great. It was. It was 80s cheese at its finest, and it was fucking awesome. Not to mention, let's never forget probably the most paused on the old VCR scene in you know, horror, you know, action jerk off scenes ever with the chick in the back seat, right? When you get the old panty shot.
Ooh,
Ooh, was
God.
fantastic.
And she was unbelievable.
Yeah. Vake is happy because there's no moderator tonight, no Gigi to bust his balls. So there you go, Vake. There's that. Anyway, yes, let's get to the album. This album I've never heard in its entirety, believe it or not. The only thing I'd ever frequented was the Trick or Treat soundtrack. I knew Say What You Will and a couple other songs that aren't on this album. Like I discussed briefly in my After Dark, yes, this is very, I mean, you could really, in a pinch, Naughty Hodder, Kevin DuBrow, or this singer, you could trade out any night on stage to do the other band's songs and you really wouldn't miss a beat. They're all very similar, very strong, gritty. He's got a kind of a Slade vocal effect on this album, kind of that echo reverb. This is as solid rock as you get, like Metal Health, like Wasp, early Wasp, right? This is just, I'll get to it. I got some notes on some of these songs that kind of took me by surprise. I'm not going to say that I would put this album in heavy rotation, but there's not a bad song on it. I mean, there's not like, I got maybe 4 playlists off of this. So it's not like the strongest album ever, but it is a nice, put it this way, they don't stray, right? This is a very consistent album. Even the down tempo stuff fits. It's just a good fucking album from a band I apparently need to check more out of. Somebody posted in here there are 7 albums. The last one was in 2011. I mean, that's a long time ago, but that's fairly recent for what I thought. FFS, give it a rest. Who the hell's FFS? Dave, who you ripping on? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Anyway, so yeah, that's my take. The Canadian female is the worst possible moderator ever on a rock channel, says Vic. Okay, anyway, we're going to turn it over to old Scotty G, Captain Heavy Metal, Mr. Devil Horns himself, and he's going to give us a start. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, I see. Gotcha. So Dave's ripping Vic. I see. Okay, anyway, go ahead, Scotty.
Number 10, and let me get this straight here. I like this whole album, so they got to fall somewhere. You Got Me Running is my number 10, and there's not much logic, really. I like the song. I mean, to me, I guess it's just maybe, I don't know. Hell, I don't know what to say about, there's nothing negative on here to me. And now, I mean, even the repetition, if you didn't really have a whole lot of that, except maybe on one song, but it fit. These guys, like I said, like Rob said, it is a consistent freaking album, man. And to me, it's one that I guess I could call it a perfect album, dude. There's nothing on this album that I don't like. I mean, of course, I like things a little bit better, but You Got Me Running, You Got Me Coming, like you never did before, it's just a rocking album, man. Straight up pure hard rock / metal. And let's not forget the leads, man, on this album, man. Great leads for whoever's, is that Fast Eddie Clarke that's playing lead for this band?
Yeah.
Fucking A, bro. Tip your hat to that guy. He is, the sound of his leads too, man. His guitar sound is so spectacular on here too, man. So yeah, man, the band is tight. I love the almost, it's not too distorted, but it's distorted enough and gritty, like not as gritty as Hotter Than Hell, but just a little bit more polished sound. Just, yeah. got me running number 10 for me.
Down under Davo in the comments, he's changed it to Davo. He likes the Davo, right?
Not down under.
He said Monster was consistent, but not in a good. That was not a good thing.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right, brother.
All right, I'm going to go number 10 here. Far From Home. Everybody knows I'm not the biggest blues fan, and this is kind of a bluesy, mid-tempo-ish song. Not terrible. First thing I thought of, because this guy's voice matches Naughty Hotter, they had Far, Far Away, right? Which was a fantastic song from Slade. This is just okay. Nothing bad to say about it, just other than I'm just not in the blues vibe very often. I know Scotty likes bluesy metal more than I do. I like some, you get into Cinderella and stuff like that where they really fucking rock out the blues. I like that. But this was just a little bit too mid-tempo blues for me.
Okay, let me check on something here, man. I know that song and I've heard that song.
Far, Far Away?
But why the hell is that song not on here?
Which? The song I just listed, Far, Far From Home?
Yeah, if that song's on there, then there's 11 songs on this.
Yeah, I got 11 on the track, and that's going to Heavy Harmonies, the original metal site that listed every band's albums. That was the original track listing was 11.
And it's on that first album, but it's not on this cassette. And it wasn't on the listing that I listened to, but I know the song. So I'm glad you brought that up. It's the slowest song on the album.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I knew the song and I was looking for it earlier. I'm like, where's that? I couldn't find it, man. I knew it was there because I know this album. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in because that's gonna be my number 10.
Okay.
That's gonna be my number 10 because I do love that slow pace and him with that almost a Steven Tyler-ish type vocals on this with the slow tempo and his dragging his I'm so far, you just yeah man, on kind of Dream On type-ish. That's where
not a ballad. It's just that kind of mid to the lower tempo blues.
Yes, and it was driving me crazy. Yeah. I couldn't even find it on YouTube.
Well, here we got the breakdown because we got the greatest fans or viewers, I should say. We don't have fans because we're not celebrities. Motley 22 says originally Far From Home was a separate promotional single included in the first vinyl LP pressings, was not on the original cassette versions, and not included in subsequent LP releases. So yes.
That's why it's not on there. And like I said, dude, I know the song very well. And I kept going through the track list and trying to figure out which one this was. I thought, well, damn, maybe it's a different name. Where's that fucking slow song? Where the hell's that song at that I know so well? But look, I missed it somehow on YouTube, but I know the song. I know this album. So
Vake says in 83, Easy Living and Say What You Will. We're all over the radio. Eric says just listen to Far From Home, and he feels it's got a distinct Black Sabbath sound. So there you go.
It could be either. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but Far From Home is going to be my number 10. I'm glad you brought that up early because I didn't know. Was it on All Fired Up? No. I knew it wasn't. I knew it was on this one, but I did not know that Homeboy just filled us in on it being on the very first pressing and not the rest of them. I wonder why they do that shit. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and Tommy King says, I want an actual copy. I'm fucking tired of using the internet to watch my shit back to bare bones DVDs. And that's kind of the move trending now. Whether it's video games, whether it's DVDs, whether it's vinyl or a CD, people are going more towards owning a physical copy, especially in music, because good luck, when we do some of the fucking homework for this shit, I want to hear the original album and fucking everything's remastered or fucking the bonus feature with fucking new so you got like a 10-track album's all of a sudden got 17 songs. You got to figure out what the originals were. They're remastered, tinny, shitty CD quality. Yeah, it's just get the original if you can. That's always the best way to go.
And the only time that I say don't listen to, I mean, find the original songs because that's what we're going on. But if we ever say, hey, listen to a updated version because it sounds so horrible on the original, find one of those songs that you can listen to and you can really make your mind up on how good they are. So, yeah.
Some of the stuff's just, because of time, the time it was released.
Production.
In the late 60s, early 70s. Some of that shit needs to be remastered, but not all of it. So my number 10 is going to be Give It All You Got, not to be confused with the Shy England anthem that I do love so much. This song, I will not say is got a bad song, but it has a lot of, to me, filler. And like AC/DC, though, good filler. Not skippable filler, not what the fuck is this filler. It's just nothing special compared to the rest of the album. This is one of them.
I can agree to that. Now, number 9. And I, like I said, man, it was a struggle. This album was a struggle. I listened to it for days, trying to figure out, and I finally got my list put together today. I was going to do it yesterday, but we canceled. So, I wouldn't have been able to done it anyway. But
yeah, I knew you'd be pressed with your kids' tournament, and I was really just behind on everything I was trying to get for this week. So,
good job. All I want, I need is your love. Like I said, man, these songs are, this guy's a great freaking singer, man.
Hell yeah.
I just don't, like I said, man, I don't know what it was, dude. They fell right in there with these bands, man, that freaking were good, and they had the sound, and they had the rock look and everything, and I don't know. Maybe it was that one song. Maybe they were missing to really reach everybody. I don't know. But anyway, to me, I loved the look, the sound, everything they done. First 3 anyway. But All I Need Is Your Love, number 9.
All I need is the air that you breathe. Right, Dave? You remember that song? How come that hasn't been on Backtrack? Number 9 for me is Give It Some Action. Like I said, like 11 tracks, I'd say 5 of these are really, really good, solid filler songs. And this is another one. Believe me, I've broken down some of these songs. I had a hard time. I mean, this is something that I would love to have on in the background if I'm working out or if I'm just working around the house or whatever. But half of this album just doesn't really catch you, but that doesn't mean it's bad. So we're still in that territory right now for me.
Yeah, give it a little time. Yeah, I mean, literally, it took a little time for me too, man. I went to the main ones most of the time on here too.
You didn't laugh at me when I said, "Well, I'm working out." Here's the extent of my working out, Scott. Ready?
There you go. Hey,
that's a curl.
at least you can still lift it, man. That's all that matters, right?
Dave says, "Pay attention, Rob. I did have that on Backtrack. All I want is the air that you bleed." Okay, well, I don't really pay attention to anything you say, Dave. So you know how that goes. All right.
Didn't you just? I believe you just. Yes, you just give it some action, right? That's what you just. Yes. That's my number 8. Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it some action. Whoa, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, this guy's vocals are tremendous on all of these. The music, everything, like I said, it's just liking one better than the other. Give It Some Action, to me, is a damn good song, but it's the bottom half. We're going to get to some that I really love and didn't realize how much I did like them. Because you talking about not listening to an album, and I say this every time because it's true. on some of these that we do. I hadn't listened to this thing in its entirety in freaking years, man, decades, dude. But I did wear it out at one time. So yeah, give it some action, man. Solid song, filler, whatever it is, but it's still solid, and that's my number 8.
All right, and brother Darren better be looking down or up, because Fastway was one of his favorite bands.
Really?
Yes, Fastway.
Wow.
He was a big Fastway fan. So, all right.
Awesome.
My number 8 is going to be Another Day for You and Me in Paradise, right? Phil Collins? No, Another Day, I think is the actual title. Yes, Another Day. I like the slow start on this and then the hoodwink where it picks up into that mid-tempo power song. Not a power ballad. It just kind of lulls you into a false, state of ballad-esque, and then it just comes in and kicks you in the nuts at a mid-tempo, at a medium pace, as Adam Sandler would say. So very good song.
Okay, number 7 for me is Give It All You Got. I got something, give it all you got. Yeah, I can still remember. I mean, especially been listening to it for straight now for a while, man. These songs come back real quick, man. I could tell what I was listening to. That's why I was missing that song. I couldn't understand it. Where the fuck is that song at, man? Because when you know an album, bro, you
Yeah.
know an album, and it's like, what am I missing here? And it did. It's messed with me, dude. And I'm glad you brought it up. But I'm glad you had listened to that first release. Give It All You Got. Yeah. Yeah. Even though these songs are consistent, these songs are different in the way they're played. You're listening to a different song. These songs do not run together as far as same sounding. They've got a different riff just about every time. So yeah, man, it works, man. You got Give It All You Got, Give Me All You Love, and whatever. They got the gives in this album. So yeah, Give It All You Got. Number 7, solid rocker. Like it a lot. Man.
All right. Number 7 for me is We Are One. Oh, wait. Wrong band, wrong album. We Become One, right? I think is the name of the song.
Yeah.
Yes. And this one, I especially noted the fucking intro. That is a cool yet simple opening riff, and it really, really makes this song fun to listen to for me. I love when you can set the pace right from the jump of something that catches your ear. It really, you have to really fuck up to ruin the song. And that riff, of course, like all the praise Bake's given Fast Eddie. What a fucking underrated guitar player. Some killer fucking riffs. So there you go.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Now I know some people may be surprised by this, but I love this song. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, yep, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. This is the beginning of my playlist. I got 6 playlist songs off of this album, man, that these are the ones that are my go-to songs. And this is the lead off track. You got Easy Living. And I mean, this is the way. I mean, they started off kicking your nuts in just like that, man. The high pace, the vocals, and his stretching his vocals, man, and that chorus, dude. Great song, Easy Living, man. Probably the highest tempo song on here as far as pace wise, and it's spectacular. They can pull it off mid tempo, slow to mid tempo, high speed, whatever, man.
I'm a little fucking taken aback that you got that so low.
It's not because I don't love it. Like I say, that's how much I love this album, man. It really is. I love some of these songs, man. That's why I couldn't believe, even back in the day that these guys weren't more around, wasn't out front center as much, man. I mean, let me bring this up before I forget. Fastway, this album right here is the first band I ever seen on stage in my life.
Really?
They opened up for AC/DC on the Flick of the Switch tour. That was my first concert right there. Yeah,
Cool.
sure was. I don't know what I'm thinking about, man. Yeah, I've seen them come on before AC/DC, and what a freaking show, dude. These guys, from what I can remember, they set the pace for AC/DC, man. And of course, they've got a lot of their style,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, so
Yeah.
yeah, man. Easy Living, number 7.
6, 7,
Is it
6,
6 or 7?
6 for you.
6,
6 for you.
6, 6. Yep.
At number 666, you just said. All right. For number 6 for me, I've got what a lot of Scotty's dates were. Heft. They had some. This song is the one that tripped me out the most, because this is, I'm not going to say down tempo, but a little less than mid tempo, heavy. I mean, Heft works for the title. This to me has some early Judas Priest / Led Zeppelin vibe to it. Very cool. Like I said, just kind of very ominous sounding, not evil, just one of those, something's not right and watch your back type songs. I think this is a very, very fucking cool song that I had never heard before.
Almost, it's got a little bit about suicide in it too, and this is the song that transferred to the Trick or Treat soundtrack off of this album. This is the one that was on the Trick or Treat soundtrack. So yeah, made it a little darker, for that theme or whatever. Found dead with a noose wrapped around your head. Yeah, man. And when this starts off too, and I'm going to go ahead and piggyback, because next is Heft for me. We're almost there, man. And this is a dun, 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 it just starts out, and then drums, and then that scream, and then that echo, dude. It is badass. I love it. A heavy, rib cracking riff, bro. I always loved this song. Even when the tempo changes, but it don't change for long, just little periods in there, and they get back to that. Just love it. Heft, number 5.
All right. For me, number 5, All I Need. I already had that one, didn't I? No, you did.
Right? I had that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now for me, it's All I Need Is Your Love. And that, we are right next, coming up to the 4 songs that I thought were absolutely great songs after this.
Yeah, mine were 6, his was 4. So, all right. I knew we wouldn't be having, be spending a lot of time on this one, because I don't have much to pick at or piss on.
Because even the wife sitting in the background, she's saying, well, it ain't bad. It's just nothing really pops, so there's nothing negative to say about the album, really.
No, there's not. The only thing negative I have said is I just don't understand why they didn't gain more traction. But number 4 is, I think you've done mentioned it. I love the slow transition into this, man. Just beautiful, man. It's you don't know exactly what you're listening to when you first hear the song, but you do love it. It's almost transformative. And you just said Zeppelin. Yes, that's one thing that I meant to say. They've got elements of Zeppelin, and he has Robert Plant-ish vocals with those high ranges, dude. So yeah. You hit it right on the head. Another Day. Yeah, it's a little repetitive in the chorus, but it works. It's not annoying. It's another day. I mean, they just start out just singing, and he sings it so damn good. And then here comes the thunder, man, afterwards. Great song. This has always been one of my favorites on here. And the transition is just awesome how they do it. I love it when bands do that and it works. So yeah, Another Day, number 4 for me.
Ricky Patterson in the house says, great album, and he has the vinyl. Why am I not surprised? Ricky Patterson has everything.
Awesome, brother.
All right. Let's
see.
Rick.
Let me ask Rick a question. What is the date of that Peter Criss thing? Pop it up on here,
I will.
and Rob will see it. But
Do you have
okay.
tickets yet? Scotty, do you have tickets for it yet?
Rick's got them.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Rick finds that information. I will go ahead and hit on my number 4. Feel me, touch me, anything you want. This is funk metal almost in the riff. Kind of bluesy, but more funk. And this one really I can dig. I mean, now we're in the 4 that I would put on a playlist. I didn't think I was going to find much other than Say What You Will, but I did through 3 listens. And this is the start of my playlist material.
Awesome. Because I'm piggybacking right behind you, brother. Like I said, we're that close, man. And this one about made number 1 for me. These 3 right here, all 3 of them are number 1 for me. Feel me, touch me. I'll do anything you want. Yes, I will. I mean, the harmonica, it works in this, man.
Yes, it does. And so, real quick, Ricky says next Friday.
Okay. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, the harmonica works so well in this song, man. And when they start
Kind of
that
like
lead,
Michael Monroe, right? Was that band that he had, Hanoi Rocks, where they did a lot of that?
yes, yes. This is the only time I think they do it in any of their music. I've never heard it in anything else. If I have, or anybody knows anything, correct me. But I believe this song is the only time I've ever heard it in Fastway's music. And I've listened to it pretty damn good. But what a great song, man. Ain't this the I didn't write down the whole title. Didn't it have the parentheses, what you hate, when they feel me, touch me, and didn't it have something about that long?
The original track that I have down is Feel Me, Touch Me, Do Anything You Want.
Yeah, Do Anything You Want was the parentheses. But I just put Feel Me, Touch Me because I knew the song so well, and that I love it, man. Number 3, respectively.
All right. Number 3 for me is the one that shocked me. You had kind of down towards the mid to lower section. Easy Livin'. Not to be confused with Dirty Livin' from the legendary Catman. But this, great choruses, great verse, up-tempo rocker. This has you going right from the fucking jump. That easy. I love this song. This one legitimately is a playlist song.
Absolutely, man. That's like I said, my 6. Yeah, are all playlists. And actually, this whole album, guys, I could, and it wouldn't bother me a bit. I mean, that's how good I know it. Number 2. The transition on this one, the tempo transition, they totally change up, is what I love about this one and the way he sings it. We become one. I mean, we become one is so fantastic, man. Some of these, like I said, they've moved around over time, and some of them I didn't really realize how good I liked them and how good they sounded and just raw. If there's only one thing that I would change about the production. And I don't know. I believe that's on all Fastway albums, even the Trick or Treat soundtrack. They need to bring out the drums just a little bit more,
yeah,
man.
The drums are pushed back almost like an echo in the background.
Yeah, a little tinny.
Yeah.
If they had some power production behind them, wow.
How about this?
Drummer goes off.
For a fucking trip? This album, or Trick or Treat with Creatures of the Night drum production.
Oh, dude. Dude, this would be a pure. It just shows you how much that matters, man.
It does.
And you listen to something that ain't produced just like you like to hear it or whatever, and it's still dynamic. Imagine what it would sound like if it was. That's the way I look at it too, man. But we become one. The transitions, man, the tempo changes in it is spectacular. This band pulled that stuff off really well, and it sounds so good. So that's my number 2.
Yeah, and Tommy, as Motley says there, the album is self-titled. There's no album name. It's just Fastway.
Just Fastway.
All right, so my number 2, You Got Me Running. This chorus might be my favorite chorus on the entire album. This song is another one of those just kind of, what's the...
You Got Me Running by Def Leppard, High and Dry. They got a You Got Me Running on there.
It's got that rolling beat to it, like Brother Darren used to always say. It's another one where you just groove it and nod along. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, man. Okay, guys, we are at number 1, and it's been my number 1 for as long as I can remember. And this one is, I hear this song almost every day. This is the one I hear pretty much every day off of this album. It is Say What You Will. And I'm telling you, man, I believe this is the video I seen right here. And that's what pulled me into this band, man. And getting this right here, man, at the sound shop. And brother, yeah, say what you will. You will. I mean, rocking all the way through, bro. It's such a good sound. Vocal spectacular. The lead, just the leads on here alone. Fast Eddie, tip my hat if I had one on to you, brother. Rest in peace. I think he's one that passed away. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But great performances on this album by this band and vocals. I love the album. That's why I kind of picked it. I didn't know how familiar Rob was with it. I'm glad he liked it. That's just the way I look at it. So number 1, Say What You Will. I believe we're gonna
before I get to that, it was brought up earlier by somebody. I apologize that he was also the singer of Flogging Molly. Flogging Molly, coincidentally, is what Dave does on weekends.
Regular basis, pretty much. Yeah.
Vake bringing the knowledge. It's called Fastway because of Fast Eddie Clarke and bassist from UFO Pete Way equaling Fast Way. So there you go.
Okay. I just learned something. Yeah, man.
The viewers bringing the fucking knowledge tonight. And absolutely Say What You Fucking Will this belongs on the Trick or Treat soundtrack. This is right in that same vein. What a killer fucking simple riff that repeats through the song. This is where he really sounds like Kevin DeBro, the Quiet Riot days. Say What You Will. I mean, this could have been on Metal. Yeah, this could have been on Metal Health too. This song I knew as well as the Trick or Treat soundtrack, so that must have had some rotation play on the radio here or MTV or something. I don't think I've ever seen a video for these guys that I remember, but man, that's a great fucking song.
It is. It is. And to a great album, like I said, man, anybody out there that don't know, it's almost an obscure band, especially nowadays, man. If you were in the 80s and the early 80s MTV days and stuff.
I'd be willing to bet, to piggyback off that if you took the soundtrack Trick or Treat out of their catalog, virtually nobody would know this band.
They would be very few. Yeah. Like I said, I got lucky and seen them when they came out.
I knew who they were. And like JC, go ahead.
I seen the video of Say What You Will.
Okay, so there was a video
MTV.
Okay.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, so you may have seen that back in the day.
Maybe I did.
You know.
JC Ghost, like he says, 6 Degrees of Kiss. I am right in the same line here with him. He says he went to see Trick or Treat the movie because Gene Simmons was in it. It's the only fucking reason I went to watch the goddamn Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne, right? The preview, they were throwing up all these metal, celebrities. So I'm like, fuck, I got to see the movie. Fell in love with the movie, fell in love with the storyline, fell in love with Sammy Kerr, and the soundtrack. Fucking phenomenal. So it's a cult classic as far as I'm concerned. Probably the best horror metal show that I've seen. Shocker's okay. The soundtrack's good. But the movie's kind of boring. Trick or Treat's like Friday the 13th meets heavy metal, man. It's fucking awesome.
Absolutely, dude. I agree wholeheartedly. And we done that on Halloween. I can't remember if it was this past or the last. That's how, we did do the Trick or Treat soundtrack for Halloween, I think.
Yes, we did.
So, yeah, man. Check it out, guys, if you ain't seen it.
Robert says, I got a killer Fastway show radio broadcasted from Detroit in 1984. How fucking cool is that?
Awesome, brother. Right after this album. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Have you looked at the battle for tomorrow, Scott, or tomorrow for Tuesday?
Yes, I have. Damn. Okay. 4. We're going 4 songs tracks.
Now. All I could think of, I was telling Dave is, boy, you're really making Gigi do some fucking work now.
Wow. Yeah, man. I say that it's very interesting, but it's pretty. What I looked at, it's not going to be that hard for me. Now, that's me
either, because by this time, all of us at this age range, when you know all these songs so well, you've got your cut and dry favorites. I mean, it may change day to day by a little, but nah. But it's interesting. It's for those of you not aware, and I will put the advertisement up this weekend for next Tuesday. It is going to be the anthem ballad. So bands' anthem songs. Some of them I've questioned. Dave said he loves to make her work hard. She deserves it, right? Canadians don't work hard. They got a shit work ethic, so they need to.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you don't know who the lead singer for Judas Priest is, which is of course Robert Plant, guys, and Bruce Dickinson fills in, you got to expect that.
Now, Scotty, are you going to be on Mission Souls? What is today? Tomorrow night?
Unless
because next Friday. Because I got something on there specifically for you that they just released, re-released, did another version of that is just for you. So at least be there for the first part.
I should be there. I should be here tomorrow because my son's taking off tomorrow. They got a weekend tournament up in close to Hickory, and I won't be able to go tomorrow, but I'm going to try to hit up our Saturday and watch the semifinals. So I should be here, hopefully.
Motley's taking offense to me dissing on Canadians. I didn't know you were today. Gigi checking in. Okay, never heard of them before. Or is it a movie? Or it movie? What? Never heard of them or it movie. You've never heard of the Trick or Treat movie? Get the fuck out of here. Do you have electricity?
Mid to late 80s, guys. 87, wasn't it? Or something like that. 86, 87.
Dave's asking if I'm going to be on Mission Souls. I am not, because I loved the formula. If Scott's going to be there, I loved Dave, Lou, Gigi, and Scott for that show. I had more fun watching that show than I ever had doing it. That was just a magic cast of 4. I don't want to throw too many voices on. I will be running it, Dave, so you don't have to worry about putting the songs up. I'll be in the background, but no. What? Well, sure, I'll still blame Dave for everything, whether I'm running it or not. But yeah, right. It's these 4, man, they have some magic that I found out when I watched it, and I don't want to interrupt that magic. Last week was fucking phenomenal. So, all right. Okay. So there we go. We've got Mission Souls tomorrow. We've got Backtrack on Patreon Sunday. And then the Tuesday anthem battle. So be there, be square. Gigi says, hi, Shannon, was a bunch of X's and O's, all that lesbian stuff. Yeah. She says the same thing. All right. Okay. Trick or Treat musical was in 1986. The horror movie was 2000. This horror movie was not in 2007, NC Dad. You got those dates backwards. The movie was in 86. The musical.
86. Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. Until tomorrow night for Sold Out. Thanks for watching.
Jones Brothers, they sing, they scream, they roar.